Let's get into it. Hey, it's your girl Ken, and I'm tuning in with another YouTube video. Thank you so much for clicking on this and tuning in to what's going on in the frequency today. So, the first thing on the docket. Artists need a curriculum. Within this topic, I'm going to be shedding the light on how structure in 2026 is going to be your best friend to elevate you for this entire year. And some of the things I'm going to be touching on is how that curriculum is going to help with emotional regulation, aiding in moments when you feel lost, and definitely keeping you motivated. So for me in 2022, I was what I could call it a createaholic. I created 30 paintings within the duration of that year. Starting my business, investing in myself, I would go out to swim, I would do my hair, I was doing nails as a business. I was a createaholic, and I also in that year started bending and finding every opportunity there was to go out and sell art and be creative, period. But the thing is, in that year, I was living off of predominantly savings, so I really wasn't making a lot of money. So fast forwarding to 2024 to 2025, I was a creative, living my life as a full-time artist, making money, but I wasn't a createaholic, meaning I wasn't disciplined, I wasn't consistent. I was just creating to create, and whenever I feel like I would do it, and whenever I wouldn't, I won't. So it created a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of issues that could have been very avoidable if I was on the trajectory of not even just a trajectory, but on a momentum of consistency, which I wasn't. So that year, I made the most money I've ever seen through art itself, but I wasn't consistent and I was not disciplined. And above all, I lacked structure. My goal in 2026 is to be that createaholic while also making more money and to create an identity, a community, and a presence that is streamlined across all of my platforms so that I can upkeep that level of income, the level of poise, and that level of sustainability that I require for myself and for my business and my brands to move forward and to elevate, period, in 2026 and beyond. Why do artists need a curriculum? Based on my personal experience and opinion. The first one that I'm going to touch on is definitely time regulation. When you are an artist and you create a curriculum, you are mapping out each zone of times that you're going to have. And I can show you a beautiful example of me doing this before the new year even started. Here you can see I have a 12-week artist pivot program or roadmap that I was definitely and am currently using to maintain my goal and my purpose within going into the new year. And within it, I have so many bullet points. This is a table of contents that I created. Everything is handwritten. Nothing was typed. Everything was intentional. But I'm going to show you how each week is absolutely mapped out. I have to say some affirmations, some scriptures and things. I still have some things to fill out because I was very focused when I was creating this. Here is the each week very plainly mapped out. Like for this one, I have the content type, the week frequency, I have the time window, and I have some of the notes on the ideal topics and trajectories that I was going for that week. But this is a filled out little section of the theme of that week that I'm going to be touching on. Introduce my pivot and new creative era. And then the goal I have for each week, this one is announce direction, establish authenticity, and let the followers buy in emotionally to my story. And within this, I have, as you can see, what I was going to post for Reels, what I'm posting on my feed, and what I'm posting on my story. And then at the end of that week, I'm doing a reflection and I'm dating and then timing it. And with those reflections, I'm going to come to YouTube and share with you guys what I've learned that week, which is what this video is about essentially. What this so far has done for me is it has allowed me to consolidate time. And it doesn't even feel like it's been 9 days since the 4th, since my new year began on the 4th, because that was a Monday. And with that, it feels like I've done so much in so little time. It's crazy. I feel like it's been at least 3 or 4 weeks, at least, because I've maximized on my time so much with fitness, with finance, with socials, with planning and writing, with reading, with literature, with art. I feel like with beauty, with my hair, I feel like everything is falling into place in such little time. So I really do feel myself getting my time back. Every on the hour, I don't have those I'm super lost moments. Mind you, I still have those moments because I be hard-headed and not wanting to stick to the plan, which is not good, but it is real and I'm learning, and there is so much room for trial and error. But when you are an artist that creates a curriculum for yourself, a plan, a strategy, something based where you can interact with it, you train your body, you train your mind, and you train time to bend towards you because you are literally orchestrating it yourself. So I love that, number one. And let's get into number two. Number two is also a banger, okay? An artist that creates an artistic curriculum, they are able to emotionally regulate. Oh, this is the one. As a creative, you operate out of your emotions 100% of the time because your emotions is the reason why you create, the reason why you infiltrate a space with your creative expression, period. So being in a place where you can emotionally regulate, you want to always go through there. So you just compartmentalize your emotions to when you need it, to when you don't. And emotions that you do not need access to in those moments, you know when to fit those in. I also created some things to help me realize when my emotions are getting into the way. So I'm going to actually share those with you right now. And I created a list of 3 main resistances when it comes to the human nature. One of them is going to be, I call it cold. So it's going to be the weather. So if you can get up and if you in the morning think, I don't want to get out of bed because it's cold, that you're met with your first resistance, right? Or I want to stay in the bed because it's warm. Or I don't want to go outside because it's raining. So when it's cold, that means weather, water, temperature, or temperament. Or cold where it's like, I don't want to do it because I'm upset or I'm frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the resistances that we are met with day to day as artists. Oh, I feel depressed. Like, feeling words. Like, those are temperaments. So if we can overcome that temperature, those temperaments, we can help ourselves stop in the tracks of the first and most, I feel, compelling resistance that keeps us from doing what we want to do in life. The second thing I have written down is numbers, which is time and duration. I told myself, or I even wrote a note here when it comes to that, is to not use words like too much or too little, or always or never. Like, those are things you will learn in therapy, but I take those and I implement it into my strategy of my day-to-day work. And time, where time is always on your side, where you don't say, oh, this happened too late. Instead of saying the words too, you say the words were in duration, or what's currently accessible, or what the data shows. Those things help you a lot, and it restricts you from comparison. It restricts you from feeling like you're behind. And it literally, like I said it before, when it comes to the time regulation, it helps you grapple with time and manage it to your ability. And the last resistance, which contributes to dysregulation, is perception. And this is in body image, branding, understanding, etc., right? So perception looks like self-doubt. I can't do it because I'm too fat. I can't do it because I'm all over the place. I'm not able to succeed because I don't understand how to do it. Oh, I don't know how to do stock motion because it stocks because I trade emotionally. I'm an emotional person. That means I will trade the same way. I am a person that stutters, so that means I will public speak the same way. I don't have the best camera quality, so that means that I won't get a lot of views. Those are self-perceptions that, though might have proved themselves in the past, doesn't mean they will always hold up to the future. So that means you should, for one, push past and navigate through that instead of singing your tracks and feeling like that's all you're gonna be. It's so good to not use weaponized incompetence on yourself. I'm literally going to post one of my videos talking about weaponized incompetence because I feel like that's such an important video to even touch on. And then secondly, The other one was fear of failure. Telling yourself that you will look foolish. Definitely overthinking is going to be the number one cause of you aiding in emotional dysregulation as well. So if you can stop yourself from those resistances and keep yourself at a baseline by doing the journaling, by doing the planning, by creating a curriculum of what you're going to be doing at each time of the day, of course giving yourself some recess and free time and time off because you're an adult and you have autonomy. This will help you as a creative, someone getting into content creation, learning how to get into their hobbies from work or outside of work, or get into something that you're actually interested in outside of what you're doing by intermingling them and actually carving out time for what you want to do. Third reason on why artists should definitely create a curriculum is they're able to focus on their goal. And as a theme for the video, I'm going to show you an example of me creating all of this. I'm telling you, the week literally after Christmas, the week of Christmas, I decided to sit down for 2 weeks and create all of this at the no office, just bar, table, and red pen and paper. This is a brand analysis and brand list. With this, let me show you. I did 2 very important things according to my goals. So for one, I have a section that says data analysis. Remember I told you when it comes to the resistances, using the word data is going to be really good than being like, well, usually, or this looks like, or so far. Like, no, data shows. And I have it where I list out different things in my life that I will go into and just spell it out plain as day. So for instance, if I was talking about finance, I will look into all of my finances and I will write down a brief description of what I'm finding. Okay, so in regards to finances, she does not look at her bank account every day. She is not trading in stocks. She has 0 investment. She has $900 saved. She has $40 in her bank account. She has a credit score of this. Okay, that's cool. So the goal is to have a small but mighty portfolio of investments. It is to have a savings of double the savings I have now. So instead of $900, I have $1,800. She doesn't look at her bank account every day. Well, now she'll look at it at least 4 times a week to make sure that she knows exactly what's in her account, what's coming in, what's coming out, and whatever else you want to put. So I'm going to do that for every single one. I literally have 12 different components. From these, I'm going to make a PDF where these can be downloadable. And if you want to have access to all of this, you can literally contribute to your future and organize your life, like literally. And the second thing I did from each category that I made, because I want to be a content creator, because I am a content creator, I need to figure out who I want to work with. So for each one, I had a category and I made lines and boxes, and I put this as a brand list category where I talk about all of the brands that is associated with the things I want to fix on and hone in on. So in that regard, in partnership with the artist social media roadmap, I have a list that goes into my life, a list that goes into the pivotal points of where I want to be. And in that, I am able to continuously focus on my goals. And if that weren't enough, I went in with this, which is a deep and uncanny healing guide with prompt exercises. And if you guys want, you can get what you want to get, or you can build on it whenever you want to build. But after you get these, diving in, I have some uncanny questions, some great questions for you to dive into and read on, where you can literally uncover about yourself what is keeping you from doing said things. What's really in your mind? What do you really feel about yourself? And I will tell you some of mine. I'll read 3. One of them is, I thought, these are limiting beliefs that I have with zero thinking. 1, I'll be too overwhelmed. Number 4 was, I'm too fat to start. Number 6 was, TikTok is too intimidating. I'll read another one. Number 9, I can't afford to start. I've literally beat all of those. Because I wrote it down, I was honest with myself, I was able to navigate. Like, oh, I thought this, so now I'm gonna do this to directly combat that. And through that, I'm telling you guys, everything is moving exponentially fast, and I feel slow while moving fast. It's like, am I really catching up to myself? And the answer is yes. So this is super cool. Focusing on a goal is going to be your thing. One of the most obvious things that's going to happen if you were to do this, number 4, is that there is no room for error. Now, that is something that is definitely self-explanatory, but I want to definitely put that out there. Imagine you building up this curriculum, or you contributing, or you investing in the curriculum that I'm going to put up, and seeing your life change before your eyes. Be only because you know everything that's going to happen, exactly when it's going to happen, what the goal is going to happen in. I'm telling you, your mind changes. It completely alters itself. You have saved yourself so many trips to therapy. You have saved yourself talks with mentors, because you've practiced and written down everything. So you're not wasting your life away. And we all need no room for error in at least some parts of our lives. Come on now, like if you're trying to do a natural hair journey and you're trying to grow your hair long, you're trying to not have room for error. If you have a goal to gain 10,000 followers in the span of 6, 8, 10, 12 months, you're hoping that you have no major rooms for error. So this is going to be super essential, the curriculum, for your growth. Do that. This is a short point, but it's straight to the point, okay? Number 5 is that you build confidence and assurance in yourself and your brand. Too easy. I don't want to beat a dead horse here or just continue to reiterate the obvious. When you sit down with yourself, pen, paper, mind, God, and your goals, I'm telling you, you're going to figure out everything that you want to do. And it's going to be laid plain and simple. And not only is it really good for you, but it's also going to be really good for people who want to support you, people who are in your lives who want to see exactly what you're focused on, what you want to do. And the reason why I did it this way is because I wanted everybody to know that I'm pivoting. You're not going to see the same Kenya that you saw before. Don't expect the same content that I created before. I need you to expect higher of me because I expect higher of myself. Now, do I have to work and navigate through emotions of not meeting that criteria early? Absolutely. We all go through it. It's called growing pains, okay? It's painful. It's very painful to grow up and realize, oh man, I've been playing this small for so long. I've been selling myself short for so long. What should I do? And the thing is, you get up and you try again. You dust yourself off and you go into that drawing board and you draw on that board and you figure out what the heck it is to do, and you do it, and you master it, and you conquer it. You make the money, you make the friends, you book the trips, you go to the trips, you sell the products, you sell yourself, you get yourself together, you get your community together, and you guys are prospering the whole way through. All because you chose to sit there with pen and paper, writing down everything, grab your camera, show up, speaking to the camera, go to your job, show out, put on the outfit, make the makeup, make the content, draw the picture, hang out with a friend, listen to a friend who's been telling you, hey, I think you should be doing X, Y, and Z. Your life changes. I love it. Don't you love it? So I'm excited. Here's to one of the first videos of 2026 that I'm sitting down and recording, and look at me. Everything has changed. Everything is different. I love me. I love you. I love us so dearly. And I know that this journey is going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to be coming to you every single week with new, innovative, and sparking ideas for you to literally uplift, motivate yourself while inducting creativity, self-love, and growing self-esteem in everything that you do. The Pure Feeling Podcast is a place where you unleash everything that you're feeling, allow me to say the words that you can't say, the words that you're too scared to say, and give you tools that you have no access to or don't have the means or the brain capacity to even simply create. I got you. I understand, and we're here with it. We're right here with it. And I'm excited that pretty soon I will be doing coaching one-on-one, talking to the girls, talking to the guys about everything that you want to do. But in the meantime, I trust you. I really do trust you to look at this video and look within and really realize I deserve more. I'm going to have more. I was always more. And you go and pursue that. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl Ken. I love you down on the come up, okay? Until further ado, and until next time, I love you so much. Kisses. I trust that you will tell me what you would like to see in the next episode as well. And until then, bye. That was the easiest video of my life.